Okay, this is week 4, unit 4, and you guys are doing a great job. I just make these introduction videos and wanted to show you just what we're going to be doing this week. So here's an overview. This week is cell division. I don't really talk that much about prokaryotes. It's more about the eukaryotic cells dividing, not plants. Really focus on human beings. Animals have different numbers of chromosomes, but really it's more of an emphasis on humans. So on our readings here, and I did use some parts of this, but it talks a little bit about, and I covered this in the very first video, prokaryotic cell division, which are bacteria. They have one chromosome, so they duplicate that and split. They're very simple. But these are really good pictures. Here are all the stages of mitosis. There's a diagram here, and I give you a ton. There's one over, this is melanoma. There's one over meiosis here. And like for instance, I give you this as well. So the videos are here. I go through the whole outline, every single bit of it. If you're having trouble with something, especially the last one, meiosis can be kind of complicated, which would be the third video. I go through the whole thing with you. Here's the outline for this section. It is over cell division, and it's all filled in. There's no taking notes and everything, so you can use that for your quiz. I did give you I like to give you some diagrams to look at. These are all really good pictures out of some really high-end textbooks, super expensive. Like these, the textbook's about $500. Here's a little bit about some DNA crossing over, the sister chromatids of each, and then here's where the genetic variability comes from during meiosis. So I do go over all that as well. There is a PowerPoint. This is the one that I make, and like that's a good one, talking about all the different chromosome numbers within organisms as far as their cell numbers go. This is one from the textbook. And then look, what I've decided to do, a lot is going on with this virus, and there are people that are overextended in everywhere. And as online instructors, we've kind of been encouraged to, just do the best that we can. But we're only going to be doing one discussion from this point on, so we'll just do one a week, and I'll put that in an announcement. This one has to do with meiosis, and it has at age 42, how long has a woman's remaining eggs been stalled in prophase 1? What happens is during meiosis, prophase 1 starts prior to being born, and it's called suspended prophase. And then the division doesn't complete until that person starts going through puberty. So I'm going to help you with that one. It's been 42 years that her eggs have been in prophase 1. During anaphase 1 and 2, chromosomes are separated by a process called disjunction. When they don't separate, it's called nondisjunction. So what kind of errors can occur at that time? Well, sometimes they don't separate. That's what Down syndrome is. There's 321s. And then you can answer this one. It's a good discussion topic. You can look that up. The homework this week. So we're only going to do one discussion question. Let's see. This is a little bit of a graph. It says what two phases are essentially opposite in terms of the nucleus. This talks about, and then what are 4 characteristic behaviors of all cancer cells. We talk about that as well. We believe benign tumors are not harmful. Is this true or false? Well, if they're in an area that's not vital, that an area where they're not going to obstruct something, they're not as dangerous. If you had one in the middle of a person's brain that's going to grow, that would be bad. So And then right here it says, describe and explain the warning signs of melanoma. I gave you that in our outline. It's after the section after cancer. But, yeah, 4 characteristics of all cancer cells. Well, that's when mass, division occurs. Mitosis gets out of control, let's put it that way. Okay, so that's the homework. You've been doing that really good. Just do a Word document. Oops. There's the lab experiment, and I did a video for this. There's the lab sheet. You're going to do 3 experiments. I did a video for that. It'll be at the top. Just watch that. I go through every part of it with you. Writing karyotype notation is not that difficult. I did include a website for that here, but it's really not that difficult. It's the number of chromosomes and then the genotype XX, XY, and then if they have any extras. This bonus point lesson, it does have a bunch of good videos in there. It goes through mitosis and meiosis. It does talk about cancer as well, benign tumors, malignant tumors. So I've been giving you bonus points on your quizzes. I try to put those on your quizzes as soon as I can when I get those. And then the quiz is at the bottom. Oop, right there, as always. I don't know what that is. But that's what we're doing this week. And make sure you email me if you have any trouble. Thanks.